Hello, conversationists. It's good to have you back again on our platform. And if you're just joining us for the very first time, I say a very big welcome to you. Thank you for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about something that may not be new to you, but it's taking a different face. If we are speaking from an African perspective, then you would understand that brothels were not a thing in our history, right? In pre-colonial Africa, we didn't have places where we kept prostitutes, even though our parents, our ancestors, they had mistresses or concubines, yeah, but we did not have brothels where you go and have sex with people and you come out. I mean, if there was any in any African country, I don't know of any up till now, but that was something that was also predominant in maybe European countries, yes, but is it a thing now all over the world where in different continents we have hotels and all of that? Yes. What are we talking about? So then what's my point then? Let's talk about strip clubs. Strip clubs. Yeah, strip clubs. That's the modern way I think that's a way that we've tried to modernize brotels. That's another way we've tried to. We call them clubs, but within it there are clubs and there are clubs that are different levels and clubs are the place the parts where they're exclusive. They have the exclusive rooms where it's strictly for stripping, and then you have the pole dancers in the strip clubs. You usually have the pole dancers there. And that's another part of pornography that I want us to talk about today. Because, wait, I thought these were things that used to be shameful in the past to do. I mean, it's not enough that we have people who specialize in porn acting, and we call them porn stars, right? But then now we have a strip club. A strip club. We don't have one strip club. We have strip clubs everywhere. I'm sure you have strip clubs around you. You may not even know that they are there because they are there, but they are there. And there are people who work there, especially women. Of course, it's women most of the time who are on the pole. And if you've been very vigilant, I will not deny it. Maybe if you're on platforms like Prime Video, if you subscribe to such platforms like Netflix as well, you see that there are some movies that when it has to do with maybe crime or whatever, the strip club is always a thing. The strip club is a thing now. It's a thing that a lot of people, families, especially one of the peoples that I have observed that visit that place the most, or I've learned from people visit there the most, are married people, married men to be precise. They visit the street clubs, and I'm wondering, why is that? Why are you going to the strip clubs? What kind of sexual satisfaction are you looking for in a street club, or in a street club, or somebody who is a stripper who works there? Because if you've seen the movies and if you've talked to people who know people who do it, or people who work there, maybe as waiters or bartenders or bouncers, you name it, what they portray, let me use the movies, what they portray, somebody is always maybe dancing, sexualizing with their body to entice you and arouse you. But then you are not allowed to touch them. Most of the time, you're not allowed to touch them. And if you want them to touch you and, like have sex with you, they'll usually take you to a different part of the building or outside, and you pay more. But I'm wondering, what does this do to us as human beings? Whether you're married or you're single, how does this improve you? Maybe spiritually, emotionally? Does this really help to curb whatever sexual cravings you have? Does it help to solve the problem? Whatever sexual, like sexual lack you're going through, if you are sexually active, does it solve it? And another thing that it's a problem about a strip club that I've noticed is that that's something that our young people, our teenagers are now up to. That's a place now. It's no longer a secret. I mean, it used to be more like a secret place where maybe older adults go there and then they go and have the fun. They come out quietly and you just eat and clean your mouth. But the younger ones today, they seem to be the one in the business more, right? You see, somebody is 18, 20, 21 years old, a young man. He knows what a strip club is. He knows. He can tell you, oh, all the But Botox, he has been touching and hitting and slapping and all whatnot that goes in there. Then it leads me to wonder, some of the sexual problems that our sexologists out here present as the cases that clients bring before them. Could it be that these clients are also, it must not always be the client, some of them, because most of the people may not even, they may not and never get to visit a sex therapist when they have sexual issues later on in life or whatever. But some of these issues, are they not caused by this restructuring of your mind or conditioning of your mind to be sexually aroused as a result of a particular condition that somebody must put you in? There must be somebody, on a pole, twisting and whining and dancing and coming to shake their butt and their breasts, and then you spray them money, lie down, touch you, but you're not allowed to touch back. Is this conditioning not a problem in itself for you? Does it not have adverse effects? I don't know if this conversation is going the way that I expected or I thought it would, but I want to believe that. I am trying to put the question of, bring out the conversation in the best way that I can, and I hope that you help me on the comment section, and maybe we can touch on some of the things that I've not been able to highlight as we move on. But these strip houses are becoming, it's becoming too normal around here, around us, around our children. And we are not just having the strip clubs now. Gradually, first we used to just have the clubs, and now we have the part where it's a strip club, like there's a strip section. But on the outside, some of those things are now things you even do outside. I remember I was teaching in an evening school for some years back, and one of my students got to me concerning something, and then I saved her number. During that Christmas period, I got to see one time she made a post on her WhatsApp, and I don't know what I clicked, but I saw a video. This is not a stripper in a strip club now. This is on the street and the road, during the Christmas period. A lot of things go on during the Christmas period. And this girl, or young girl, yes, a very young person, I don't know if she's standing there's a stage that has been created on top of a car, and she's on a string, and you know how that looks like on you. I don't need to spell it out. And she's just dancing and shaking her butt from left, right, center, and people are just jeering at her. I mean, how on earth do law enforcement see that in a public place? Are these not things that, even if there are people who have the license to own clubs and do all manner of things in them, is there no limitation to these things? I don't know what the law says in your country about it. I'm not even sure what the law would say concerning such things in my own country, Cameroon. Maybe you want to share if you're not a Cameroonian watching this. But it's crazy, because I could only imagine what a young boy of 12 is feeling. I am particular about boys because we are told about the male sexual organs, right? We're told about the testosterone, we have the libido, we have all the other things, especially the testosterone. When you start to build that up in their mind, when those type of thoughts begin to build up in their head, how do they turn out as young men at the end of the day? If we are training them in that way, are the street clubs really doing us good? Training yourself, even if you're doing that right now, you've been doing that. You've been visiting street clubs. Can you just have a meeting with yourself? Have you asked yourself why you're doing that? Have you asked yourself, does this have an adverse effect on me? Because if this is not the natural way that I'm supposed to enjoy sexual pleasure, then what is this? Do these things not have repercussions, or is just a thing? One of those things you just do and you get away with it, and then life just moves on. I'd like to get your views on it on the comment section. Okay, I'll see you shortly.